Modern work life creates a continuous loop of availability. Between Slack pings at dinner and emails right before bed, the line separating home and office vanishes, leaving you in a state of inescapable tension. Think of human psychology like a rubber band, built to stretch for short bursts and then relax. Keep it permanently tight, and it starts fraying. Microscopic fractures appear. No matter your discipline, keep the tension high enough, long enough, and the material snaps. Unchecked ambition without structural limits guarantees a systemic failure. Most of us are conditioned to view professional self-sacrifice as a noble trait, believing that setting boundaries is a personal indulgence. To see why that logic is broken, consider the standard safety briefing on any commercial flight. They tell you to secure your own oxygen mask before assisting others. If you pass out while trying to help someone else, you transform from a provider into a burden on the team you are trying to serve. Securing your own capacity first provides the baseline for everything else you hope to accomplish. Self-preservation is a requirement for survival. The myth of the noble martyr only leads to exhaustion. Re-engineering a resilient career requires a specific blueprint, the sweet spot. This starts with joy. These are the specific daily tasks and activities that inherently energize you. The second circle represents your strengths. These are your raw proficiencies, the things you are highly capable of doing, whether you enjoy them or not. Next are needs, the tangible problems and gaps that the world around you requires someone to solve. The final circle is the market. This represents the mechanisms, financial or social, that reward you for your output. The intersection of joy and needs creates a mission. It provides deep fulfillment, but often lacks the financial mechanism to sustain your lifestyle. Operating solely where strengths meet market creates a profession. It offers financial stability, but without joy or contribution, the work feels hollow. Balancing these forces in isolation creates constant friction. True stability requires bringing all four elements into a single center. Steve Jobs serves as a clear archetype of this convergence. He had a personal joy for graphics, a strength in marketing, a world that needed accessible tech, and a market ready to pay for it. When those four circles aligned, the result was the Macintosh, a machine that transformed how humans interact with technology. That dead center where your joy, strengths, needs, and market perfectly overlap is your sweet spot. Operating from this intersection replaces the tug-of-war of work-life balance with a unified, resilient identity. Arriving at the center point is not a permanent fix. It requires rigid maintenance to stop the system from degrading. The first maintenance tool is the EGM reset. For 200,000 years, human survival has relied on two specific mechanisms: acquiring new skills and securing a role within a tribe. By prioritizing consistent growth and a sense of purpose, you satisfy biological requirements that fleeting consumer experiences cannot reach. The second tool is clearing the cache. The brain needs deliberate moments of presence to free up processing power. Focusing entirely on the physical act of washing plates, without worrying about deadlines, flushes out mental clutter. The third tool is knowing when to pause. It is easy to be so busy cutting down a tree that you refuse to stop and sharpen the saw. Optimizing your tools always pays off in the long run. The Heim protocol is the final tool for reclaiming your time. Every action you take should prioritize the highest impact with the minimum effort. These three protocols act as a daily immune system against the return of burnout. Visualize your career ambition as climbing a massive ladder. Before you climb any higher, ask yourself, are you certain the ladder is leaning against the right wall? We often climb blindly because we are chasing an abstract idea of perfection. But perfection is a moving target that fuels the permanent stretch. A more liberating approach is to replace the demand for perfection with the daily pursuit of progress. Henry Ford noted that whether you think you can or you think you cannot, you are right. The sweet spot is a configuration you build through deliberate daily choices. It is a structure you must choose to maintain, one intentional action at a time.